Welcome to Donna Cooking, and in this week's video I'm going to be going through a day in the life following some recipes in Dr. Michael Greger's cookbook called How Not to Die, and as someone else put it, it's how not to die prematurely. So a lot of the foods in this book are just super healthy, and he follows what's called the Daily Dozen, which is a list of some really healthy foods that you can incorporate into your diet every day to live a healthier life. So without further ado, let's get cooking and make some recipes for the day. Dr. Greger also has this book that you've probably seen, How Not to Die, and it's pretty thick, so it really goes into detail behind his nutrition and the studies he's done on the healthy foods to eat and incorporate into your diet. And another great thing that's out, it's called the Daily Dozen, and you can get it on your phone. So throughout the day, you can be checking, what you had off, the whole grains and beverages, your exercise, your nuts and seeds and berries. And, if you're like most people, you forget what you had for breakfast yesterday. And so this is really helpful to keep a checklist so that it makes sure you're incorporating these healthy foods into your diet. Well, it's a good morning for some French toast. I thought this looked really good out of the cookbook, and it's the French toast with a berry drizzle. I've already made the drizzle right here, and it's just a cup of berries and the date syrup, and it's all blended up and ready to go. So let's get started on the recipe. I think I found the lunch that I want to make today, and it's the curry chickpea wraps, and I have everything on hand, and I think that'll be pretty good for a nice light lunch. You can have a salad with it, like the salad we just made, or another one, or maybe a soup. So let's get started on the wraps. Now, the recipe does say to put everything in a food processor and do it that way, but I like things kind of chunky, and I'm only making half a recipe today, so I'm going to be doing it just in the bowl with a fork, and I think that will work perfectly fine for these wraps today. I'm just going to smash these up with my fork. Some nice little finely chopped apple chunks, equal amounts of celery, Alright, that was pretty easy. Probably a little harder chopping everything by hand opposed to the food processor like the directions said, but it was okay with me, and it's got lots of protein in it with the garbanzo beans. I'm having some red grapes. It's full of fiber, and I'm going to enjoy it now, so I'll get back with you in a little bit with some more recipes. I'm excited to make the salad that's in the book. It has a pretty healthy dressing because we can go really wrong on some of the salad dressings, and this has some good ingredients, and this will go good with our dinner tonight. So let's get started on the salad dressing. right, let's give it a taste test. It's pretty good. You can taste the garlic and the mustard. It's pretty tangy. Some people might like maybe a little hint of maybe maple syrup, but I like it because I like things that are just have a little tang to them. So I think it's good. Now for dinner, I'm going to be making out of the cookbook the whole wheat pasta with lentil bolognese. Now it checks off some of the things that you should be having every day, and it will be beans, vegetables, nuts and seeds, herbs and spices, and whole grains. So the first step is to drain the juice, 2 cans of tomatoes or a large can of tomatoes into your pot. Now while that's cooking for a minute, what I did was mixed all the dry ingredients, the yeast, the basil, the oregano, the pepper flakes, and the date sugar together, and I'll add those all at once. Now while that cooks, I had already made up this nutty Parmesan, and that's the sprinkle on top when you're eating it, and the recipe for that is also in the cookbook, so it's a nice healthy alternative to using traditional Parmesan cheese. There we have it. The dinner is all ready. It looks and smells amazing. What I love about the cookbook is that every ingredient and everything that you put together is very nutritious and so good for you. We have the special salad, the super salad with the garlicky Caesar dressing, and then we have hemp seeds sprinkled on top, so that is good. And then we have the lentil bolognese on the wheat noodles and a nutty Parmesan that you make homemade on top. It's very filling, full of protein and fiber. So that is one thing I really like about this cookbook. Everything is very healthy. Now this video is coming to an end. I'm sure you're tired of looking at all the recipes possibly. But these cookies are so good. I grew up not really even liking sweets at all. So I do enjoy like a little piece of dark chocolate with a little salt on top, and that's about it, except for birthdays and stuff. But these cookies, you don't have to bake them. They're made out of dates, a little mixture of nuts, and they are so delicious. My husband loves them. I'm not gonna show how to make them unless you want me to. Just please put that down in the comment section, but I will put the recipe up so you guys can see it. I had a really fun time doing this video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it and you had a little insight into the cookbook, and if you're interested, you can go ahead and check it out at your local bookstore. So if you'd like me to do more cookbook reviews, please leave me a comment. I would love to hear back from you guys. So till next time, happy cooking, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.